Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, one of the most exciting and unique fighters in the UFC's welterweight division, and my personal favorite UFC fighter of all time. But what makes him so special? It's his movement, it's his precision, and it's his undeniable mastery of what SpongeBob likes to say, karate, a style you rarely see at the elite level. Unlike most MMA fighters who come from a Muay Thai or a boxing background, Wonderboy's foundation is karate. He uses a wide stance which gives him two things, range and mobility. His bouncing footwork lets him dart in and out of danger faster than a lot of opponents can react. This constant movement keeps opponents guessing. It's like playing chess at full speed. One wrong move and Wonderboy's already lined up a checkmate with a side kick to the gut or a spinning heel kick to the head. What separates Wonderboy's striking isn't just the flashiness, it's the accuracy. His strikes are sharp, clean, and well-timed. There is no wasted movement whatsoever. Every kick, every punch is thrown with a purpose. His ability to gauge distance and time his shots is almost surgical. You'll notice he rarely gets into wild exchanges. Instead, he picks his moments, lands clean, and gets out. I mean, come on, look at how he sets this up. His hands stay low, invites the strike, but as soon as his opponent bites, Wonderboy's already ahead. He's setting up the perfect head kick that knocks this man out. And if you hear the actual noise of this kick, it sounds terrible. But Wonderboy isn't just dangerous offensively, he's a defensive mastermind too. The low hands? That's not reckless, it's calculated. It makes his strikes unpredictable while allowing him to react quickly to anything coming his way. His ability to read his opponent's movements makes him one of the most elusive fighters in the UFC. And I don't want to hear Anthony Pettis knocked him out. Anthony Pettis is an anomaly in the UFC, in MMA in general, and a flying Superman off the cage, man. How can you predict that? But when you watch Wonderboy fight, it's almost like watching a matador in his cage. His movement frustrates his opponents because they just can't catch him. And when they do get close, well, it's usually met with a quick kick or a well-timed counter. Wonderboy's style has evolved over the years, and early on he was pure karate, a lot of kicks and point-scoring techniques, but as he faced tougher and more well-rounded opponents, you can see how he's adapted. He sharpened his hands, improved his grappling defense, and developed a more complete MMA game. Because this is exactly what has been hindering him. It is that defense, and it is making sure that you are not going to be taken down. And I know he got submitted by Shavkat. Shavkat also has finished almost everybody that he has fought. I know the Tyron Woodley losses and the tie. He was taken down time and time again. He's going up against a prime Tyron Woodley as champion. I mean, and then you go to Gilbert Burns and Bilal Muhammad, who is now champion. I mean, come on. Wonderboy has gone through the hardest competition when it comes to the wrestling aspect, and because obviously there's no one that competes him on the ground, he has fought these wrestlers and these chain wrestlers that it's just not in his cards to win. And I know Wonderboy is one of those rare fighters who brings a unique blend of those old school martial arts and modern MMA into the cage. He is a puzzle that many fighters have tried and failed to solve. And even as the sport evolves, Wonderboy continues to prove that his style is timeless. And when you look at it, look at everybody that's coming in. I mean, now we have MVP in the UFC, and this man's doing what Wonderboy has been doing this whole time. And you saw it against Kevin Holland, where this man is fast. He's fast, he's quick, he's unpredictable to say the least. And that's just some of the things that we've seen Wonderboy have such a big impact on the sport. And it sucks that we never got to see Wonderboy as champion, because I mean, that is everything that the UFC deserved. It's what he deserved. I mean, was he knocking people out? No. Early in his career he was. Hey, he did knock out Robert Whittaker. I mean, let's put some respect on Wonderboy's name. I mean, this guy, Johnny Hendricks, he knocked out. This man, from that 2013 to 2016, he was obviously undefeated, but this man was knocking people out. I mean, just in that time range. When you look at Wonderboy now, you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. He doesn't have the hands like that. But before, this man is a dog. And yes, he's using karate. He's using what a lot of people want to make fun of. When you use someone at such a high level, such as Wonderboy, it is such a stylistic nightmare. And the fact that no one has really found a way to combat it other than just chain wrestling and looking to get to his back is kind of crazy. And I think there needs to be a lot of more respect put on Wonderboy's name, because as of right now, the UFC is a wrestling heavy MMA promotion. And we see it now with Bilal Muhammad, now Merab Dvalishvili. It sucks for the average striker. The fact that Wonderboy could climb the ranks and to compete at such a high level with an obvious, glaring disadvantage is crazy to me. I mean, genuinely, what do you think? Do you think Wonderboy still hangs and still can throw with these top guys? Or do you think that, hey, I take Wonderboy down and no one's going to see him for the rest of the fight? Because that's what's been happening in the last couple fights, and I'll give you that. But I don't think there has ever been such a more well-rounded, I don't even say well-rounded, but someone so perfect for their style, other than that 2013 Conor McGregor, where he's knocking people out left and right. I mean, John Jones, he's cool in Muay Thai. He's very good in Muay Thai. It's John Jones, let's be real. His biggest benefit is that fight IQ. And I just think that Wonderboy, knowing karate at the level in which he does, no one rivals him whatsoever. So will he go down as one of the best fighters of all time? No. Will he go down as one of the most masters of a style? Yeah. When you think of the UFC and you think of karate, you're only thinking of one person, and that is Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Yes, I understand the argument for Robert Whittaker. I get it. But Stephen Thompson Wonderboy is better in that style. And I want to bring to light the fact that Wonderboy has created, I want to say, a resurgence of this style in MMA. I mean, we see the Kevin Hollands, who not really, I mean, you consider it kung fu? I mean, it's funny, but it's such an everlasting impact, and the legacy that Wonderboy leaves is unrivaled. And I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is one of the most, I don't want to say pivotal fighters of all time, but definitely one of the most interesting? Because to me, he is. To me, he is one of, I've said in this whole video, one of the most interesting guys, and to have such a style that you are known for, it will forever be known as Wonderboy's karate. There's no one better. His kicks are crazy. I mean, this dude's doing heel kicks, 360, heel, wheel, whatever, axe kicks. I mean, I don't think he's ever thrown an axe kick, to be honest. But the fact that he does all this is remarkable. So, if you guys made it this far, thank you guys for listening to me yap about my favorite fighter of all time. And I would love to know what your guys' favorite fighter of all time is, because I'll make a breakdown of it. And I will make sure that your fighter gets the limelight that they've never gotten. So, if you ever have any fun, obscure UFC fan favorites of all time, if you're a CM Punk fan, I'm not going to fault you. I'll make a breakdown of them as well. So please leave it in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this long, and thank you guys for staying with us. But as always, it's been Studs.